The first thing I heard was the sound of something crying. I looked around the grass and bushes. Nothing. Then I heard the sound again the second time, and I tilted my head up. That's when I saw it. A tiny kitten stuck way up in one of the tall trees at the park. Its little body was clinging to a branch. Its head was tilted down, eyes wide, mouth open as it meowed. The branch was thin, swaying slightly. I stopped where I was and stared. If it fell, there was no way it would survive. So I thought. Now the story begins. I was walking home from the store one afternoon. The sun was out, but it wasn't too hot. The air felt calm, no wind, no rush. I had a small bag with bread, milk, and a pack of biscuits. I passed by the small park near my street. It's not a big park, just grass, a few benches, some tall trees, and an old swing set that squeaks when it moves. Some days there are kids playing, sometimes older folks sitting on benches. That day, it looked quiet. Then I heard it. At first, I thought it was a bird. A high, sharp sound that came in short bursts. I kept walking, but it didn't stop. I slowed down. The sound was not a bird. It was a cat. A small one. It sounded almost like crying. I looked around the grass and bushes. Nothing. Then I heard it again, and I tilted my head up. That's when I saw it. A tiny kitten stuck way up in one of the tall trees. Its little body was clinging to a branch. Its head was tilted down, eyes wide, mouth open as it meowed. The branch was thin, swaying slightly. I stopped where I was and stared. I've seen cats climb trees before, but this one was so small. It didn't look like it had the strength or skill to come down. Every time it moved one step, it froze again, as if it was too scared to go further. A man walking with his dog came by. The dog was medium-sized, black and brown. It sniffed the ground and then looked up when the man followed my watch. "Poor thing," the man said. The dog barked once, which made the kitten cry louder. The man tugged on the leash to quiet the dog. A woman with her little boy stopped to look too. The boy pointed and said, "Mom, it's gonna fall." She told him to hush, but she was staring up as well. In just a few minutes, more people gathered. A young guy on a bike stopped. An older woman with a shopping bag stood a few feet away. Even someone from across the street came over after noticing us all looking up. We all started talking in low voices. Can we call animal rescue? How long would they take? Anybody got a ladder? No one had a ladder, and the tree was too tall for anyone to just climb. It wasn't the kind of tree with low branches you could grab. Someone joked about stacking people on shoulders, but no one laughed much. We were too focused on the little thing up there. The kitten cried again, and its tiny claws dug into the bark. Then, without warning, I saw movement near the base of the tree. A larger cat had appeared from behind the park bench. Gray hair with white patches. Her tail was straight up, her ears forward, her eyes fixed on the kitten above. She didn't even glance at us. And before anyone could react, she jumped onto the tree and started climbing. She moved fast, but not in a panic. Her claws dug into the bark, and she found her grip easily. Her body was low, her back legs pushing hard, her front paws reaching. The crowd went completely quiet. Even the man's dog froze and just stared. The kitten spotted her and made a different sound, still high-pitched, but not the same desperate cry from before. It sounded almost like relief. When the mother reached the same branch, she went straight to the kitten and touched her head to it. She licked the kitten's face once, maybe twice. Her body stayed between the kitten and the open air. We couldn't hear any purring from where we stood, but the way her tail moved slowly back and forth made me think she was calming it down. Then she turned around, back toward the trunk. Cats usually go down trees backwards, and that's what she did. She moved down a little, then stopped and looked back at the kitten. The kitten stayed frozen for a moment. Its claws were still buried deep in the bark. The mother reached up one paw and touched the kitten's shoulder lightly. The kitten tried to move. It slipped a little but caught itself, claws scratching. The mother stayed still, waiting. Step by step, the kitten began copying her. Whenever it paused, the mother paused too. At one point, the kitten got stuck again. Its body was shaking. The mother climbed up one step, rubbed her face against it again, then backed down slowly. It worked. The kitten followed. It felt like it took 10 minutes, but it was probably only 2 or 3. Finally, the mother reached the bottom and jumped softly to the grass. She looked up one last time. The kitten hesitated on the last branch, then made a small leap. It landed beside her. A few people clapped quietly. No one cheered loudly. It felt like we didn't want to scare them. The mother sniffed the kitten all over, checking it. Then she turned and started walking toward the bushes at the edge of the park. The kitten followed close, almost stepping on her tail. They didn't look back once. The crowd slowly drifted away. The man with the dog left. The boy and his mother went toward the swings. The young guy rode off on his bike. I stood there a little longer, looking at the tree. It felt strange how quickly everything went back to normal. But for me, it stuck in my head. I'd seen people rescue animals before, but this was different. This was a mother doing it, without fear, without hesitation. No plan, no tools, no waiting. She just saw her baby and went. The whole walk home, I kept thinking about it. I don't know if I'll ever see something like that again. Here comes the end of this story. If you enjoy listening and watching, please kindly like, comment, subscribe to this channel for more beautiful pet stories like this. Also, don't forget to turn on the notification bell button so we get to notify you anytime we post new pet story like this one you just finished listening and watching. Thanks for your time. See you in our next pet story.